Okay, if you watched the last video we sent, it was the T drill. Just to recap real quick the T drill, all we did is make sure that if the left-hand grip was proper and I put a T in the grip of the club, throughout these mini swings, I keep the T hidden. If it pops appears anywhere, it's behind the left wrist. As you can see, that develops a nice impact position where if I stop the club at impact, there's a slight forward lean to the shaft and the back of my left hand points at the target. So that would indicate a square club face. That would be your basic chip and pitch motion. Minimal lower body, it's mostly arms. Now, if I was going to grow on that, based on where I see most of the students messing it up a little bit, is explaining the difference between set and lift, okay? Now this would be lift, and I think it happens because people feel the weight of the club and they perceive that it's heavy, so the goal must be to lift it. So what we get from that angle is minimal turn and both elbows collapsed. Because once again, the instincts say lift the club. From face on, you can see minimal turn, both elbows collapsed. So what's really happening is if you notice from the T to my sternum, okay, in a true good backswing, that distance would never change. The butt of the club's distance from my sternum would not change. So if I go to 9 o'clock, you can see the distance from my sternum stayed the same. There was no lift. It forced me to turn my shoulders a little bit more because the triangle, if you see across my chest, down my right arm, out my left arm, forms a triangle. Left arm parallel to the ground, all I'm doing is moving triangle, maintaining radius. The wrists are causing the club to hinge. I'm not doing it by breaking my arms. Ideal position here would be left arm and club shaft 90 degrees with max shoulder turn. No narrow radius. You can see that radius is narrow. Ideally, again, the butt of the club to the center of the chest, that distance. As I go back, I maintain radius. I hinge the club. Now I have a nice L between my left arm and the club shaft. Now it just goes back to the T drill again. Can I keep the T hidden? Okay, so there's the difference. Lift, elbows fold, radius narrow, no turn. Proper set, wrist hinged gradually, triangle turns, radius maintained, left arm and club shaft 90 degrees. Now if you watch the first video, hide the T. That'll start to get you a nice impact position. So just go what I would call half shots, left arm 90 degrees to halfway through. Get that quality contact, feel that radius and the bigger shoulder turn and wider radius.